Hey guys, I wanted to come on here and give you my thoughts on yesterday or this past week. Being the week that a lot of the superstars of WWE, men and women, had to shut down their Twitch channels as well as some other social media sites that they're associated with. And I heard a lot of people say that it's wrong for WWE to do this because some men and women, like Paige, who goes under her real name when it comes to Twitch, have no other way of maybe making some reasonable income on the side. I mean, Paige basically came out emotionally and very angrily, and some would say justifiably, a couple of days ago and said, "Look, I'm still gonna Twitch. I'm still gonna stream on Twitch, and if it gets me fired, it gets me fired. I don't care because this is the only thing she has. This is the only thing she really has because she can't wrestle anymore." Now, what's funny about that, or ironic about that, or contractual to that, is you have other men and women coming out that had Twitch, like Mia Yim, AJ Styles, and a few others. They're not coming on Twitch or anything or social media and complaining. They're just saying, "Look, unfortunately, we got to do this. It isn't goodbye. We're just going to shut down for a bit." From what I'm understanding is, it sounds like more like what the way AJ's putting it and the way Mia Yim's putting it and a few others are putting it, that they're just going on hiatus. It's like the Twitch channels are not gone, so to speak. It's just they're going on hiatus. And the reason for it is because WWE doesn't want them streaming out, streaming, basically making money or some kind of income on the outside of the company. That if they're basically the business perspective by WWE is, hey, if you're going to make any money, and you're working with us, you're going to make it through us. Or, that's one way people look at it. When it comes to the situation that WWE is telling these superstars, hey, we're your only source of income. You don't need Twitch. You don't need this. So please do us a favor and shut it down, or, put it on hiatus or whatever. And that's what they're doing. Some have said and reported that WWE wants them to shut it down or at least let them in on the action. In other words, you could keep your Twitch, but they have to get some kind of percentage. In other words, whatever you do on Twitch, you have to get their approval with, and they have to get part of the income. They have to get part of that sweet money, if you will, that sweet Twitch money or whatever, that sweet Cameo money or YouTube money or Daily Motion or whatever. They have to get a percentage of that themselves. And, you know, again, we can all understand how wrong, what I'm trying to say is we can all understand and agree how wrong this is because it basically violates, the whole independent contractor status that WWE puts on with the superstars. Like, they're saying, hey, all superstars are independent contractors. Thus they can do whatever they want outside of the company. We have no say. But yet this contracts with it. This contradicts it, I should say. It contradicts that statement. And there are people in, businesses right now, in law firms, politics and all that, that will have a field day with this if they get the opportunity. Like Andrew Yang, despite the outcome of the election in a few days, or whenever, don't tell us Andrew Yang, despite what the election goes, isn't going to have a field day one way or another with Vince McMahon and is going to take him to the Supreme Court and say, oh yeah, Amy, take a look at this evidence. This says here independent contractors, but yet they're doing this. I guarantee you that, I'll tell you this right now. Let's say, not saying it's going to happen, but let's say for the sake of argument, the election goes to Biden. Again, we still have days to go, and it looks like 2016 may repeat itself. May, quotation mark. But anyway, let's say for the sake of argument, Biden wins, because as my mom says, God has a reason for a lot of things happening certain ways. But basically, let's say that happens. I can guarantee you this. Vince McMahon, knowing that Andrew Yang is Democratic and has a chance at power, and one of the things that he would first go after would be him in the WWE. I can almost guarantee you this, that if Biden, by some miraculous way, wins the election, again, we don't know. It could take weeks for all we know, if not days afterwards. Then Vince McMahon, I guarantee you what's going to happen is he's going to make an announcement, or at least through WWE, they're going to make the announcement, oh, AJ Styles, all those Twitch channels and everything that were taken down, they're back up now. Everybody's got their Twitch channels back, and, we're cool with it. That's what's going to happen. If Biden somehow wins, and again, a lot of people are saying nay on it, others are saying yay, whatever. I guarantee you that if it swings in his favor, and Andrew Yang being a Democrat, knowing that he has that chance of position of power, will basically take the advantage. He will take that advantage, go after Vince. And Vince, knowing this, will say, tell those superstars that have Twitch channels, to bring those Twitch channels back up. They can have them back. They can do whatever they want. Guarantee you that will happen. That the moment Biden becomes elected, you're going to get some news coming out by Russell Votes, Mike Johnson, PW Insider, and many other reliable sources stating that Vince McMahon has changed his mind and he wants to give the Twitch channels back to the superstars that had them and allow them to do whatever they want. Guarantee you that's going to happen because he's going to want to try to save face and prove Andrew Yang, wrong about, you say our superstars are not independent, but yet here they are. Here's proof. So yeah, I think obviously, in my opinion, the superstars know. The superstars that were willing to shut down the Twitch channels, and like I said, were willing to shut down the Twitch channels. I think they know something's up. They're not gonna come out and say, oh, this is why, and I'm upset about it. And I wish this company would go out of business, stuff like that. No. They know something. They, being AJ Styles, Mia Yim, and many others, with a few exceptions, know something is up. They know something's going on. And they probably know that after this election, if it goes the Democratic way, that they're going to get those Twitch channels back. They're going to get any social media sites that they do or associated with outside of WWE, they're going to get them back. Why? Because Vince McMahon and WWE are going to want to save face. That's why. So they know something's up. That's why they were willingly saying, hey, this isn't goodbye. This is just, so long for now when it comes to shutting down their Twitches or putting them on hiatus. Because they probably know they're going to get them back. It all depends on what happens with this election. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. That's the truth. Again, I guarantee you that's the truth. So yeah, do I think it sucks that WWE did this? Absolutely. Because if you're going to basically say, that your superstars are independent contractors, if you're going to say that your superstars, as I just checked something here, if you're going to say that your superstars, are independent contractors, and they can do whatever they want, you're promoting that all the time. Now, if you're promoting that all the time, then you need to show that they're independent contractors. You got to show by example that they can do whatever they want outside of the company. Because if you go against that, if you contradict that, it's going to come back to bite you. So, again, I think honestly they will get them back, but it all depends on what direction the election goes in. And if it goes democratical, they will get those channels back. If not, then I think they still will, but they might make an agreement with WWE because according to some sources, they're going to Vince McMahon, some of these superstars, to try to get those channels back. And I think they will, but it's going to be under some kind of agreement that, hey, you can have them back. You just can't say anything about WWE. If a fan asks you a question about the behind-the-scenes issues or whatever, don't answer them. Just say, I can't answer that right now. Let's move on. So I think that may be happening. They're going to get them back either way. It's either going to be, if the election goes democratical, or if not, then it's going to be through an agreement to where they can have them, but they just can't talk about anything WWE related or answer any questions WWE related Even if it's even from a behind the scenes standpoint, they're just going to have to say, "Hey, I can't answer that. Let's move on." So yeah, do I think it's wrong that they lost their Twitch channels, especially with the fact that they're being promoted as independent contractors? Absolutely, I think it's wrong. But again, I firmly believe they will get them back one way or another. And because again, you got to read between the lines. You got to read between the lines. That basically when they say this is not goodbye, this is just so long for right now, they know something's up. They know they're going to get them back. It's just a matter of how and when. So, yeah, I just wanted to come on here, give you my take on that, and let you know what my thoughts are as far as this decision WWE made. But again, I think honestly they will get them back. It's either depending on what direction the election goes in, and if not that, it will be basically through some kind of agreement to where they can keep them, but they just can't answer any questions WWE related, either behind the scenes or on screen or anything like that. So that's all I'm gonna say, guys. So thank you all for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this whole situation, and I will talk to you all later. Peace.